We are live. Welcome back, everybody. Today we are joined by Kieran Resells, aka Kieran Bradbury. So we've got two Kierans in today's stream. So aren't you all lucky? Well, you're not lucky, to be honest. Couldn't think of anything worse. But thank you all for joining us on this fine Tuesday evening. How are we all doing? How are you doing, Kieran? Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. So I'm good, Kieran. It sounds like that movie Jurassic Park. You know, he's like John's talking to himself on the advert. Hello, Kieran. Hello, Kieran. Hello, John. Hello, John.
So, well, yeah. I've already had a few comments saying, "Oh, why are you talking to yourself today, Kieran?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not. I just didn't get a picture of you in time." But yeah, we're joined by Kieran. His link is in the description below. He's just told me that he'll be doing 3 videos a week on YouTube from now on.
Gonna get consistent.
It's hard though to balance YouTube and full-time work, and you're doing reselling part-time as well. I bet it could be an absolute nightmare.
It's an extra thing. It's an extra thing. So I'm like I said, full-time, and then I also have a daughter. So I literally have to try and get away from my office as fast as I can in the afternoon. I spend as much time as I can with her till she goes to bed, and then I start reselling basically. So whatever I choose to do during that time is what I do, and normally that's listing, sourcing, making money more so than doing YouTube vids. I have, like I said, I've got tons of clips. Just need to coalesce them into some form of video. So.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's one of them things where you need to get the sort of balance right, because you don't want to spend too long on YouTube and forget about actually what pays your bills.
Indeed.
Which is the eBay side for myself as such. That's why I've gone down to 2 videos a week and a live stream, because live streams are easy. It's just press play, you're live. Videos you've got to edit out. How long have I been doing reselling?
Both actually. I was going to ask you. So I know a lot of the other guys' history. I'm not so sure on yours. So
I've been doing reselling for February last year is when I started doing reselling.
February last year. Okay. So
I started doing that part-time, and then I went full-time in December. So it only took me about 10 months to really just think, you know what, this is what I want to do. Bish, bash, bosh, and here we are now. And to be honest, I used to work in horticulture, so we used to be like a scientist, like a scientific company that used to produce the best crop of like carrots, parsnips. We tried to breed vegetables to make the perfect vegetable, basically. It's very complicated. Yeah, it's a complicated. People just think a carrot is a carrot, but there's so much like testing that goes into it to make sure all the carrots are like the perfect shape, and we were a company that was always trying to thrive to be bigger and better. But it's a crazy industry. But hey, look what's just popped up on my screen. Kieran's gone live. I've got my own notifications. Oh dear. We've got a few. Let's say a few hellos. We've got Damien in the chat. How you doing, Damien? Vinny, Mr. G, Jess, Howard, Gary, and Aaron. Vinny says, you seem to have a fair few shining face ETBs on your back shelf.
I do. These were from Game. All 3 of them from Game. One is from my private collection, which will stay up there. And these 2 have sort of undecided. I think I'm going to wait and see what happens with the market. So if I hadn't pulled Zard, I probably would have opened them. Now that I have him, I'm probably not going to. So yeah,
I'll buy one off you, Kieran. Prices keep going up and down. Like a minute, like I saw one go for about 80, then I saw one last night go for 100, and then I saw one go for 70. It's like 70 to 100, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah, I'm on all the Pokémon groups, and they're trying to limit the prices. They actually like put price freezes in and stuff. Like they're saying you can't charge more than 25% RRP. And people stuck to that for like 3 days, and then now it's just wild west again. But then if someone posts one up at £100, you still people get people buying it, but then people are just slating. We had like 270 comments on his Facebook comment on Facebook post. Like, it was crazy.
I think there's a lot of people that have tried it this time around, like sniping as many ETBs as possible and then trying to make a quick profit on it. It's entirely up to the market what happens, but I know some people don't like the fact that people are trying to make a quick flip on it. But then at the end of the day, we are resellers, so
just look at everything massive. That if you want your thing to stay massive, I mean, I collect sneakers as well. I did what took an L. I call it taking an L. Everyone calls it taking an L on 3 pairs last week. So I tried to buy 3 different pairs of shoes, and you think, okay, just click and buy. 2 I had to enter draws for, didn't get them, and then the one I actually really wanted for myself, I tried to buy in my size. I tried to buy in a size 10 and an 11, so either of my end of my size. I had Jazz trying to buy me sizes on her account, and just you couldn't get them. So, but again, same thing. I could go buy a pair off a reseller for $250, and they were $160 when they come out. It's just people make money wherever there's money to be made, and demand is high.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. Really, at the end of the day, it's the world that we live in now, isn't it? Like, people will chance it. If any of you guys have got questions, let us know. We'll happily answer them throughout the stream. We're going to go into about 9 o'clock. So if you've got any questions, we've got Global Thrifter saying hello. How are we doing, Jack or Emily or both or whoever it is? How are we both doing? Have you seen that they are potentially reprinting Evolutions, Kieran?
Say again, sorry?
They're potentially reprinting
Evolutions. I have heard that, yeah. I mean, I've not heard that from official sources. So from anyone at the distributors, haven't told us that yet. Don't know if Vinny's heard different yet. But no, as far as I'm aware, no, nothing's come through official, but the rumors are out there. So yeah, somebody said they might do it for the 25th anniversary set. I don't think they will. I don't think they should. I think they should do something new, Team Rocket or Heroes, either one of them. Gym Heroes would be a really good one to bring back, I think. Bring back those Gym Hero cards. So even
I like Gym Heroes.
Yeah, even if they don't do a reprint of like that, like an Evolutions version of that set, I think they should do that with like Rose and Skylar and all the new Gym Heroes. I think that'd be epic. Just do a new wave generation set, Gym Hero set.
Yeah, that's a good point. Got a question. Has anyone just had loads of item specifics dropped on them? I've had 220 and the info was there. I'll have a quick look, Tori.
So, yeah, I've got some of them. Like I've got clothing that require them, and I've had to sort them. Like those were demanded by eBay. You must have these item specifics in. It's mainly size and stuff, but I thought the size was in it. And then yeah, I've got about tons of DVDs that say, have you got the right specifics on it? So they want to know the director and stuff like that.
Jeez.
But I just ignore them. So
yeah, I've got 3 that I need to do, and 333 recommended. So I'll do that a bit later on. So only 3. That's not too bad. Question: did the listing challenge keep its momentum in sales, or have yours been terrible today too? Aaron, I've done 11 sales, at £159. So not too bad. I aim for about £100 a day. Now that I'm full time, that's sort of my benchmark, £150. I'm still reaping the rewards of the listing challenge. So yeah, thanks to Sam for actually getting me to do something instead of just sat here trying to snipe Pokemon all day. But yeah, it was good. It was a good challenge. I think we're all still reaping the rewards from that challenge, to be fair. I know it's so cliche, but really is. The more you list, the more you do sell. It's cliche as anything, but it's true. Vinny says, problem is that Pokemon is now mainstream in the public eye, and that's why scalpers get a bad rap. To be honest, if COVID wasn't a thing, high Pokemon selling prices would be all over the news. True. Mm. It probably would make national news, to be fair. I'd completely agree with that, Vinny.
So it is so mainstream now, isn't it? Even like you said, your local shopkeeper knows what Pokemon is and stuff like that. I've seen it in local shops and everything. It's mad. So
we've Got John Luke in the house. How you doing, John? How he's been standing on my sealed copy of Avatar, but I'll let him off. Yeah, that PS3 game's gonna be worth a ton when they decide to bring out Avatar 2, 3, and 4 that they've been talking about for the last 16 years. I do all item specifics, even not needed. Unfortunately, eBay decided to update collectible cards, and now I have 600 to go through. I'll tell you what, Vinny. I said yesterday I'd love to be Vinny, but now after reading that, I don't think I would love to be Vinny.
No.
You could be Vinny yourself, Vinny. Yeah, I've been slacking.
I mean, even Jazz, like, she has to put all the singles on the website, and couldn't imagine having to do that on eBay with all the item specifics and stuff like that. It'd be crazy.
Does she do it? Does she do eBay as well, or just?
Yeah, they do. She does a bit of eBay. To be fair, yeah. I think she's only got like 1,200 listings on eBay. So, just yeah, that's quite low considering how many cards she's probably got. So.
Does she only sell single cards on eBay? Or
no, it's hard with sealed stuff because the fees are so high that you have to charge higher prices.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, it's 15% on top, and you imagine that on top of a booster box. You know, you turn a £100 booster box into a £115 booster box before postage, and then
yeah, true.
You know, it's not really worth doing. Or she might as well just do them on the website. Where she really wants to push that website. So
yeah, I had a quick look at the website today.
She's just recently bought a new theme to make it a bit better. So the person who set it up for us originally, they chose a theme which should have been a lot better than it is. It's like, I don't know if you noticed, we haven't even got a search bar.
Yeah.
So that needs fixing.
Yeah, so I was trying to look at the search bar today and I couldn't find one.
So the new theme has a search bar, and that's what she's working on and stuff like that. So, and yeah, a bit of diversification. So going into Magic and the gathering Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'm really hoping what's his name? Logan Paul does what he's done with Pokemon with Yu-Gi-Oh, because I've got a full first edition Blue Eyes White Dragon set. So that I haven't got any of my old Pokemon cards, but I have got Yu-Gi-Oh. So a full first edition Exodia set, so all sorts of stuff. So
money's mental on the LOB, isn't it? Well, even now it's still pretty high. It's not mental, but it's high.
It's pretty high, yeah, right now. But like I said, if he goes and does that, some of that first edition LOB stuff I've got, yeah, I had a lot of higher. Yeah. So Metal Raiders, all of the other ones, even gents.
Evening, gents, evening, chat. Now then, what more can you ask for? Kieran, well, how about 2 times Kieran's? Kushti wushti. I wouldn't say that's a Kushti thing, James, to be honest with you. At least he spells his name right. At least he's got the right Kieran anyway, let's be honest. I do recommended specifics, but they go and change, and I had new ones. It's exactly what I do, Aaron. I only really do the recommended ones. Part of me feels like I should do them all, but sometimes I just can't bother because, like, I've got over 1,000 items in my shop now. Like, if I've got to do that 600 times, I'd rather just keep listing stuff because I've got a death pile of, well, I say dreams, but it's not dreams. I'm absolutely buzzing though that, you know, like the charity shops and car boots are going to start reopening soon, so I can just keep adding to that death pile. Now then, Georgina, how are we doing? So, Kieran, have you had much of a death pile going into sort of lockdown, or have you just kept it quite mediocre?
I had a sort of like a massive dead pile going into lockdown. I cleared through that relatively quickly because I was going hell for leather on this. I was doing a lot of hours and a lot of listing. But I'll be honest, once I saw everyone sort of doing Facebook pickups and stuff like that, I started to sort of see what was locally. And yeah, it sort of blew up one weekend and I picked up so much stuff. It was crazy. So, yeah.
I'm really struggling to source now. Like Facebook Marketplace, you've got to be so quick. It's ridiculous. Like I've missed out on such a good deal. Like Gears of War Xbox, a PlayStation 2 with 150 games, a Game Boy Advance, SP with all the Pokemons. You only wanted 120 quid. But I missed out on it. So I'm hoping that the person that's supposed to pick it up tomorrow just doesn't turn up, and then I'll be
I had that today on a PS4. He was like, "Yeah, this guy's supposed to come at 4:00. If he doesn't come, you can have it." I'm like, I'm 3 minutes from him as a walk from his house. Like, I was like, "I'll come right now." He's like, "No, I'll let this guy have a go." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I've even tried to say I'll pay 150 to this guy, 30 quid more than he wanted, but he still said, "No, I'll let the lady have a look." But it is what it is. You've got to be quick, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's a death pile? A death pile is where you got loads of crap that you just literally buy. You know it's worth a little bit more than you've paid for it. You buy it and you just chuck it in a pile and forget about it for 3 years. But I could imagine Vinny's death pile is full of treasures. I bet he's got LOB booster boxes flipping down his sofa somewhere or something. I bet he sleeps on freaking LOB boxes. I do love Vinny though. Vinny's quality.
So I'd like to go down to Mad for Miniatures. He's down south, isn't he?
Yeah, Cornwall.
So, yeah.
Does your missus see Vinny as competition?
No, there's so many people that do the same thing. There's no point in being competition. It'd be like me seeing you as competition as a reseller. We both sell Wii's. We both sell the same RA stuff. You know.
I don't see anybody as competition, to be honest. Nah. I gain so much knowledge watching other people, looking at other people's eBay stores, and as long as we all keep the price the same as what the other person has, then we'll be fine. But it's when people start, especially with RA at the moment, like you see RA and you think, right, okay, but the amount of people that undercut on RA is ridiculous. Like
ridiculous. Well, I just got into those. What are they called? The Marios and the Sonics.
Figures.
The figures, yeah. So I found out where everyone was getting them from, went and got them. And then, they just... seems like prices just dropped out of them from what like John Luke was getting from, because John Luke he's quite good with his RA, shows sort of what he's buying and what he's selling for. The prices weren't there then. Somebody had them at like $12.99 free postage. I'm like, if you're buying them from that place and selling them for that, you're not making any money. So
there's no point, and we blame John to this day that he's killed the Sonic figures so it's all John's fault for the Sonic figures to crash.
Nah, they'll go eventually.
Yeah, I sold one today, to be fair. I've kept mine at £21.
Oof.
And I sold one today, so I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah,
Don't lie, Kieran. Things are still available 3 months after listing in Spalding. I mean, come on. I've got some competition now. I've got some comp. I need to, like, Emily sent me Le Creuset stuff. And
yes, that's all that sort of stuff. I need to go back. Now that I know the car boot's open, I'm going to go back and watch all your car boot videos so I know what to pick up.
Yeah. Just don't undercut anyone. Oh, dear.
I want top dollar, I do. So I prefer to, get top dollar for the stuff. So building a good account, so good feedback.
Keep prices high, and it's all right.
Yeah.
Hi, people. Hope you're all good. Bloody, I haven't heard from MTS in ages. How you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Ricky is late. What did I miss? Not a lot. Kieran pulled Hazard. He's got an ETB that he's keeping. He's got 2 in the background that he's going to give to me for £20 each. I wish £20 each. Could you imagine?
Give everyone jelly.
What's the sentiment like on that?
Oh, he's mint, mate. Yeah, I don't know if he's a 10. So I think he's pretty good. Like, so see if we can get out of the light.
Yeah,
it's hard to see it on the cameras, but yeah, centering's really good. Yeah, it's as best as I could ask for, I think. So,
yeah, Sam's got one and Ricky's got one, so I think they're going to get them sent off. We'll talk about the gold. Ricky's missed all the giveaways.
It's now PSA 9.
I hear Mad for Miniatures are fighting Infinity Toys. What?
Nah, not at all. Not mine. Hey, has Vinny cracked any? Because I want to know if like you won't even see them on these. The whitening on the edge of these baby shinies is terrible. So I don't know if you'll see it. Everything's inverted. No, you won't see it. Basically, they've all got like foil strips down the side, which makes them a nightmare to try and list because you can't list it as mint.
No.
So that was a great ETB. I had 9 pulls, including the Zard from 1 ETB.
Yeah, I do like the pulls, but like it's getting to I don't know if it's me or everybody, but I'm starting to not count the baby shinies as pulls because they seem so common. I'm guessing they are supposed to be pretty common, but not too. I don't know. So I count everything but the baby shinies as a pull.
Well, if it's anything like hidden, go on.
I absolutely love the set though. Like it's just shiny, isn't it? It's just everything's shiny. It's brilliant, but I don't know. Are we saying it's a pull because it's shiny, or are we saying it's a pull because it is actually a pull? Because I feel like we're all saying, "Oh, it's a pull, it's a pull, it's a pull," but it's shiny fate, so it's a lot of it is shining. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking into it too much.
I would say a pull is like your Vettel is at $11.99, the cheapest on eBay. You know, and it's an amazing rare, so I would consider that a pull. But like more Pecco, I mean, it's like what £2.50 on eBay. So most people consider like a full art a pull, not full art, but you know, a full picture a pull.
Yeah. What's Damien got to say? If you get RA from B&M Home Bargains at Argos, you can guarantee the whole world and his wife will buy it and tank the price time again because it's easy pickings from resellers. Very, 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 very valid point. Mud Wrestle. Apparently, Infinity Toys and Mad for Miniatures are going to have a little mud wrestle.
Okay.
Keep it safe. You would not want to see me in a bikini.
You wouldn't catch us in a bikini.
Just picked up a vintage 1999 Japanese Airlines Flying Pikachu PSA 8.
Nice.
I just saw that on your video, actually, Welsh Pokey Picker. Old Connor. I'm good, just busy all the time. When I can catch a live stream, I'll try and come on. No, it's good to see NTS. What the baby shinies are a pull? I think it's just me then. I think it's just me. Yeah, SVEs are pull. Okay, it's just me.
It's going to get bad now.
Anything above a non-hollow rare is considered a pull, I believe. Well, that's fair enough then. I don't know. Maybe it's because I see it so often. But I've opened a fair few boxes and packs already. I need to kind of stop.
How old are you, by the way? I keep getting, my missus keeps telling me to ask that question because I said I think he was born in 95, 97.
95, yeah.
95. So you're same age as her then, yeah. So you're 26.
25, 26.
25, 26.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in now.
Why is that
bad?
Make
me feel old. Say again? You just make me feel old.
Oh, okay.
So I'm 31 next month.
31.
Cracking on.
Connor's 94. Get your coat you've pulled. Who have I pulled, Vinny? Hopefully I've pulled you, mate. If so, that means I'll have all the Pokemon I can have.
Oh, no, mate. They sell it. Trust me. You don't want to date someone who sells Pokemon. They're just like, no, you can't have that. You can't have that. So.
Does your missus operate from the house as well then, or does she have like a shop / warehouse?
She's got a unit, a storage unit, like a big one. But no, she operates from there and from the home. Like all the stuff gets delivered here because I'm always in, so I can always take the deliveries. Like, so yeah, I always get to see it. Like the Shining Fates come in last week, and I was just like, sad. I think I posted it on my Instagram. Like, yeah. But no, yeah, she does everything, runs everything from here. But then, yeah, she was about to go retail last year in March, so luckily decided against it. Literally a week later, COVID, so kind of works out for us, to be fair.
Will she look at getting a shop sort of retail soon or not?
Yes. We're all for it. Like, I support her with that. I always wanted, my parents used to own a toy shop, so I've always wanted to do that again as an adult. So my parents did all this sort of stuff back when it was Bayset and Jungle and Fossil and all that. So I grew up around it all. So yeah, the idea of having a toy store and having my kids grow up the same way I did would be amazing. But it's just retail, isn't it? It's like, if you go to our town isn't too bad now because we've just got a MacArthur Glen village built. So yeah, now that we're getting MacArthur Glen, there's a load of investment coming to the town. So it's really good. We're getting Miller and Carter, we're getting all new shops. It's going to be good. But yeah, like Stafford, which is like north of me, that town was thriving a year ago and it's just dead now. Like Fortin's is closed, all the shops are closed. There's a McDonald's and 5 empty shops next to it. And then there's a Starbucks across from it and then 3 empty shops the other way. It's just, unless you're a big chain, there's no point being on High Street. We would love a shop. I would love a shop. I'd probably quit full time and go work in it. Just resell from it.
Yeah, well, Spalding's like a dead retail town, but it has a lot of what I need. So it's got 11 charity shops just in one little town. It's basically charity shops, hairdressers, and banks. That's all that's there now. There's no like independent trading companies. There's no like toy shops, card shops, and any of that stuff. It's just charity shops, hairdressers, the odd pub, and banks. Living the dream. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, as a reseller, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. It's just overheads, man. They kill businesses. So, I mean, even just storage. I mean, like this sort of stuff, it started to take over the house. Like I've currently got 10 Wiis in stock. They keep flying out, but I'm always buying a new Wii. I bought a ton of Imaginext, a ton of Nerf guns. Yeah, just everything. It sort of gets on top. I've got boxes everywhere. So I was even looking at a small unit for myself, but they want 150 quid a month for a unit, like of a decent size. And I'm just like, trying to keep my overheads as low as I can for now.
Yeah. Do you do reselling full time? What's your full time job?
My full time job, I'm a salesman for a national company. Sorry, I'm a regional account manager. I manage the Midlands and the Southwest of the country. I would help if I knew what region I'm in. Yeah. So I manage the Southwest. I sell petrol pumps to fuel stations.
Ah, that's quite cool.
So, yeah, it was during non-COVID times, but literally for the first lockdown I was on furlough, and then we was released out, but like no one wanted to meet inside offices, so you had to like meet outside in the rain. And just it was and then the second lockdown in winter has just been non-existent seeing anybody. So we were confined because we're not declared essential workers. So yeah, it was great. I had loads of time to focus on eBay. So
yeah. That's fair enough. 95, lol, crazy. I've got socks older than you. MTS 1989, David 1988. We've got Chris. How you doing, Chris? 93, baby. You're all making me feel old. They all sound like babies, not saying how old I am. Class of 1977. 1970. My mum was born in 1975, Damien. Dear. Not to make you feel old, Damien, at all, mate, but you're looking good, Damien, for a boy that was born in 1977. My first phone was coal powered. Jeez. I think my first phone was an iPhone 3. I think my first phone was an iPhone 3GS, maybe. I don't know. Feck off, Kieran. Sorry, Damien. Hey, you're a silver fox, really, Damien.
At least I had a Nokia at one point. I don't know which one. It was like a fat one. So
I've only had iPhones. I've never had anything different.
Once the iPhone 3 come out, since then I've only ever had iPhones. So just so easy.
Yeah, they're very friendly, aren't they? User friendly. Hey, we've got Marlo in the house. How we doing? Marlo, my mum nearly threw your business card out in the bin today, and I was like, whoa. I'm keeping people's business cards. I've got a little like pin board. And I was fuming when she nearly threw Marlo's business card. I was like, what are you doing?
I was watching all these videos. Is he still dropping them, or was just YouTube stopped showing me them?
He's still dropping them. I don't think he's dropping them, though. I think, obviously, it's very difficult to do YouTube videos at the moment because there's not a lot going on, is there? It's always the same. But I'm doing 2 videos a week and a live stream, and it's the same videos every week. Like, I don't know how people are not getting bored of me as such, but I appreciate everybody who still watches my stuff because it's so boring at the moment because it's the same thing. I know, like Global Thrifters and Ricky's taken a sort of like a small break from it all, but yeah, I'm still plodding along trying to find stuff to talk about. Like, I ended up doing like a whole video about selling CDs. Last week.
I enjoyed that one. To be fair, it was pretty good. So I've got 400 CDs to go through, and I just every time I go to list them, I'm like, I've just got more better stuff to list. So
yeah, I sort of only use it as like a filler. So if there's a day where I just cannot be bothered to work, at least I've got the photos on my phone where I can just do like the odd one here and there. They're just really, really easy, aren't they? Literally just scan, sell similar, bish bash bosh. Just had a live sale. We have sold a Thunderbird 2 toy, the T2 ship from Vivid. Talking sound effects. I think that's one that my brother probably put up when I had my brother working for me.
No way. I just had it was at the start of the stream, a live, what would you call it? Ruin my day. Someone's bought one of my PS4s and wants to cancel it before it's even been shipped. It's one of them, I've had a dire bill come in. You know, the cat's got rabies or something and needs a vet. So
I had one where someone sent me an offer. I declined the offer and sent them a counter offer. They then literally paid for the item, and then they said, sorry, my 3-year-old kid accepted the offer and paid for it. I was like, if you don't want it, just tell me you don't want it, all right?
Yeah, I'd prefer that, yeah. It's when they buy and don't pay, and I just message them like, look, I don't mind, just tell me if you don't want it, I'll cancel it.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I was having a great day.
Yeah.
So I sold 2 PlayStation 4s, a PS3, and some Mario Kart with 2 wheels. It was being a good day.
Nice. So, the Mario Kart 2 wheels still, what, 30 quid-ish?
I'm getting $39.99. So
Wow.
to keep the prices high.
Yeah, definitely. Nokia 3310 for me, good old Snake. I heard a lot about Snake, never played it, so never played Snake, but I've heard good things about it. Too young, mate, too young.
Just download an emulator.
Marlo's on pause. We'll be starting again in 6 weeks, so I'll be back at it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to your stuff, mate. Still be watching your stuff, though. Thank you very much, Marlo. Still waiting for the video of Kieran versus B&M Part 2. Flip. I hate B&M now. No, I don't hate them. So last week I got kicked out of a B&M.
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah, the security guard grabbed you by the collar.
Yeah. Fuming, absolutely fuming. I went back in there, though. He let me back in after speaking to the manager, and we got the retail manager down from upstairs. And I explained the situation. He was like, "Oh, now then, Kieran." So they know me in the store. That's the problem. That's what really annoyed me. Like, we had like a little like deal where I could put it in the bag because they didn't have trolleys. So they don't have trolleys in this B&M. It's not a massive one, and so we had like a little like agreement that I could just use a B&M bag and then just put everything in the B&M bag and then obviously go to the till and pay for it, like anybody would. But yeah, the security guard was literally like picked me up by the collar and freaking said, "Go home, get out." I said, "Hang on, it's not technically stealing because I haven't left the store yet, so you can't really prove anything anyway." But yeah, I was hashtag fuming. Hashtag fuming.
Ruins your day there.
Yeah. So they let me back in, right? But they confiscated my bag, so I didn't have a B&M bag anymore. And they only let me have a basket. So I literally could only fill the basket. I said, "Well, that's your problem. Then you're not going to make as much money out of me anymore because I'm only allowed to use a basket." Yeah, the security guard took my bag as he took me out. He didn't literally like physically throw me out. He like ushered me out, sort of thing. He took my bag, put the bag in the bin, and that was the end of that.
What?
So then I had to buy another new bag.
The big bags, the big 79p ones.
Yeah.
I think I'm balmy about me. You owe me money. It's my property.
I was fuming, but I was there, so I was still buying. But what was I going to say?
Day, I had a basket full of, like I said, then Marios and Sonics, and the looks people were giving you. Just wondering why you're buying so many.
It's the best bit about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I paid for the items, I showed the guy the receipt as I walked out. I showed the security guard. I was like, "There you go, mate. I did flipping pay for it."
You've been to Costco? They're like that, man. They're like, "Give me your receipt." I'm like, "Friggin' hell." Make sure it's all been scanned, and I've walked from the till to the exit. It's like 500 yards. What I've nicked? There's nothing on this side of the bloody thing.
Yeah, I don't know where the nearest Costco is to me. Costco.
No idea. It's in Spalding. I don't know where Spalding is.
So
probably
London.
Should.
No, I'm East Midlands. London, Leicester, and wherever that one is. Sheffield. So nowhere near me, really. No way near me. But they do some good shelvings in there and some good storage units I've seen about. So I might have to have a little trip after lockdown and have a little bit of a spend on Costco.
Yeah, man. Are you in Spalding? How far to like Skegness and Grantham? I see so many cheap wees over there.
An hour and 10 from Skeg, an hour from Grantham. About 50 minutes to Grantham.
It makes sense now. Spalding agriculture, because literally my drive from like where I am in Stafford to Grantham is just fields. You're just constantly driving through cabbage fields.
That's practically my back garden.
But there's tons of good stuff over there. I just look at it. I'm just like, no, I'm not driving 2 hours for a week. So when I sit, I have to add you on Facebook and send them you.
Have you been to Home Bargains? Another one I've never been to. I don't even know where the nearest Home Bargains is to me.
What?
Actually, that's a lie. There's one that's opened in Peterborough. And apparently there's one in Boston, which I never knew. So do you know where I'm going tomorrow? I'm going to go to Boston.
Boston, Kings Lynn. Go on.
Kings Lynn's pretty good. For charity shopping. I tell you which is really, really good as well. Wiz Beach is very good for charity shopping. At least on the bright side, you never have to go to B&M anymore. I'm still going to go because the RA opportunity in B&M is ridiculous. It's the double Kieran. Hello, Jack. How we doing?
Hey, Jack.
I've just seen Jack's death pile. I thought my death pile was bad, but bloody hell. Jack's death pile is massive. It's humongous. You probably wouldn't even be able to fit it in my house. No, you'd be able to fit it in. But it's big. He's got. What I'm saying is Jack's death pile is huge.
Mad.
Spalding massive. I remember when I used to be a chef and the delivery didn't come in, I had to run over to Iceland and buy 50 loaves of bread. I bet you got some right looks, David. I bet you got some right bloody looks, David, walking out with 50 loaves of bread.
Yeah.
I bet you tried to resell some on eBay, didn't you, David? Rather have it bigger than smaller. That's exactly what to be honest, exactly what I feel as well, Jack. Like I'd rather have a death pile because then I've always got stuff that I could potentially sell, get out and start listing or start testing. One thing that lockdown has taught me is to always keep my death pile high because you don't ever want to be in this situation again where you're struggling for stock. No way.
So how much stock do you guys usually hold? Because it seems like when you talk about like listings, I mean, other than your listing challenge, it's normally like 10 listings a day or something like that. And it's like, I'm currently doing like 20 to 30 listings a day trying to. So that's my goal. And I've not run out of stock yet. So I'm just wondering how much stock you guys must have, like.
I don't know, really. I've probably got I've got easily 1,000 items that I haven't listed yet. Easy.
Whoa.
Easily.
Is that just because you prefer to keep it on a drip, or because obviously with it not being listed, it's not making you any money, is it? So
no, but because I'm always got stuff listed, and my problem is I am addicted to buying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like most of us are, buy a lot. Like, so I tend to buy it if it's a good deal. Even though that I know that I'm not going to put that on eBay the next day or the next week, I will still buy it because I know it's too good of a deal not to have. And then it just gets chucked in the death pile. And then obviously that thing that I bought last week is like really into the death pile. And then start trying to slim it down. And then something else has popped up on Facebook. I'll go and get that now. And then I'll just chuck that back in the death pile. And it never gets any smaller because I'm always buying.
Yeah, well, it's just like I said, I've only been doing it 2 months, so I watch all your guys' videos like to sort of set my bar of where I've got to be to do what you guys are doing. So like I see your stores, I see sort of what feedback is and items listed and stuff like that. So I'm always sort of I'm going to say comparing myself, but not comparing myself, just like seeing where the bar is to get full time because I want to be full time. So and you talk about like that 150 pound a day, I'm sort of like, okay, so I'm about thereabouts anyway. I mean, I had a slow week last week, but it's because I'd listed like nothing for 4 days. But then when it comes to listings, like I said, I always feel like I'm listing too much or not listing enough. I don't know. It's always weird.
I always aim for 10 a day. That's probably my aim. Or a monetary value of £300.
Monetary value of £300. Yeah, see, I'm listing like 20 items, but the value isn't always there. So a lot of it's like $3.99 games, $4.99 games. So I bought a lot of games, consoles with bundles, big bundles of games. I'm sick of PS3s. Every time I get a PS3 console, the console will sell with games, like 15 games, and I double my money on it straight away. But the problem is that console, like I bought one just gone, I bought it Friday. It had 67 games with it, and I paid £40. With 2 controllers. I sold it today for $89.99 with 15 games. So I've added the controllers to my the remaining games to my big pile of PS3 games. So I think I've got 250 PS3 games I need to list currently.
So that's always good though, because like it's always good to have that amount of stock that you can back up, that you can fall back on.
Yeah.
I don't see it's a bad thing. As long as if you're doubling your money straight off anyway, then you're all right, aren't you?
Yeah.
You then know the rest is pure profit, so it's absolutely fine. Like when the car boots are open and the charity shops reopen, mate, I'm literally, like Aaron said, I'm actually really looking forward to the day just going around the town looking at charity shops. Like people go on about car boots, can't wait for car boots. Yeah, of course, like everybody can't wait for car boots, but for me, I've missed charities more than I probably have missed car boots because car boots you've got to get there early, which I don't like anyway, and where the car boot where I'm from, there's a lot of dealers. So the money's not always quite there. Obviously, I've got to pick loads of stuff up, but there's always people like bashing into people. Like I don't like people that go into people's back cars and in the boots actually picking stuff out. Or how much do you want for this? I'm quite more of a relaxed person, let them get it all out of the boot. But by the time I've let people get it all out of the boot, the vultures have already nipped it all off the freaking boot. So I miss out on a lot of stuff because morally I see that as I see that as incorrect.
It's rude, yeah, it's rude.
It's so freaking rude. If people were doing that to my car, I'd literally like freaking headbutt them. And if you see the size of my head, I'll freaking knock him out with it, Barnet. I hate people that do that. I really, really do. It does my tits in, man.
Yeah, I would agree on that one.
Whereas you can at least go around a charity shop at your own leisure, at your own time. There's not many people in there. You can literally have a nice flick through the clothing, have a look at the games, have a look at the DVDs, have a look at the toys, and you know that nobody is literally like vulture. I just don't like people that just nitpick people out of people's cars. Does me head in.
So I've done some of the shows with Jazz, like Comic-Cons, London Comic-Con, Birmingham Comic-Con, stuff like that. And like you'll be setting up and the other traders will be going around like, how much do you want for that? How much do you want for that? I'm like, jog on, we'll price when the customers get here, jog on. You're not buying off me to make money or when the show opens. No.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
when the car boots are on, we are usually buying more than we're selling. It's all about the treasure hunt. Exactly, Emily and Jack.
So I'm reading the comments. You froze? Am I on here?
Hello.
Oh, you're back. There we are.
Vinny trying to do 100 a week.
Yeah, that's good. It's about where I'm at. Like I said, 20-30 items a day, Monday to Friday. So,
I'm bad lucky to get 10 items a day listed, but still selling a decent amount of value. That's always a good thing.
So I'm still a private seller, so I'm using pound listings for my big stuff. So I wait for that a lot. So until they force me to go shop, I'm not going to. I don't think.
One good thing about no car boot is no FOMO.
Fear of missing out. No FOMO. No fear of missing out.
I think so. You're not allowed to go in people's boots at our sales. You get asked to leave. Well, maybe they need to do that where I'm from, Vinny, because there is at least a group of 8 of them, maybe 10, that literally just pick the cream off the cake. Literally just go, whoop, I'll take that before it's even come out of the car. And I'm like I said, I'm too nice to not do that. I'd rather just wait until they got all the stuff out. Yes, Jack, I did freeze, but I'm back. I'm back. We have 15 minutes left of the stream. So if you've got any... Yeah, it's kind of, isn't it? If you've got any questions, peoples, then let us know. Anything. It could be personal. It could be reselling related. It could be anything. That's why I never get game consoles at my boot sale. People jump in the back of the cars. It's like something out of a zombie movie. Yeah. It's just annoying, really. It's just not needed, is it?
No. Like I said, if someone was doing that to me, I'd just be like, yeah, that's 100 quid, mate, and just watch them walk off. Pull a teacup out, yeah, that's 100 quid.
I agree with Vinny. Always get FOMO if I don't make it to a car boot. Yeah, fear of missing out, I guess that means. But
yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, you have to go to the car boots where... I think that's probably why I like charity shops more, because you don't have to go. I don't know. Some of my best sales and best flips have come from charity shops. But then I live in Spalding, so apparently I get everything for free anyway. A lot of people say that I practically steal things because it's that cheap in Spalding.
So that bad. I mean, when you told me the flat prices, I was shocked. So I have to go up to Stoke-on-Trent to get prices like that for property.
Well, I was talking to the boys yesterday. My house is £196,000.
Nice.
And I've got a 3-bed detached garaged house.
What?
For 196 grand, yeah.
Crazy.
And I think Sam said he couldn't even get a studio flat for that or something where he's from.
Yeah, they're all down London, though, aren't they? I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. I'm sick of people cancelling stuff. Yes, we're listening now.
I've had another one.
Just that blooming PS4. It just annoys me. Like I said, I listed on pound listings, so now it's going to go back up, and you have to pay the 12.5% or whatever it is. So
true. Yeah, it's ball aching it, really.
Yeah, just rude. See another reseller just leaving a bag of goodies.
That's the mo in the FOMO. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think there's that many resellers. The nearest car boot to me is not Spalding. Well, it is, but the Spalding one's pretty naff. The nearest one to me is near Stamford. There's obviously a lot of resellers there, but there's hardly any resellers in Spalding. Maybe 1 or 2, if that.
Mad.
And my brother now does reselling, so.
Does it? Yeah. My uncle's having a bash at it. Like, it's funny because he'll be like, "Oh no, that one's mine. That one's in my area." Just winding me up, like. So, and it's always funny. So I'm going to say we fight over them. We don't fight over them at all, really. So he sends them me sometimes. He's like, "What about this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's some money in that." So
you should say, "Nah, there's no money in that," and go and buy it.
So it's mad, isn't it? So like, we'll pass each other the ones where there is money in it, but you got to like work at it. So it's like, okay, you got to like part out the games, and you got to sell that controller on its own, and then then you get the Wii for free, so your money's in the Wii. And that's sort of like how I do it. Sometimes I'll part out all the games and make sure the games pay for the whole bundle, and then that leaves me the console for free. So, or the console and a couple of bundle games for free, and then when you sell that for like, I mean, I'm getting like $89.99, $79.99, depending on the Wii bundle at the moment. So yeah, when you get that out of your deal, that probably cost you what, 40, 50 quid. It's not too bad.
No.
So, I mean, I've got 6 copies of this now. This was like a rare game when I started. I was like, yeah, I've got Mario 8. It was $14.99. I was got like 6 copies of it now. I mean, can't even show you. I've tidied up today because I knew I was coming on your stream. But I had literally a stack of Mario Karts the other day, about 6 or 7 of them like that. I'm like, because I know a Mario Kart is 40 quid to me with 2 wheels. Yeah, once you pay your fees and everything, you're still getting 30 quid once you've shipped it. So whenever I see a Wii with Mario Kart in now, I'm like, okay, well, there's 30 quid right there. And if I'm only paying 50 quid, I'm like, so 20 quid is for the Wii, say 2 controllers, whatever comes with it. So I bought a great one the other day. It was 80 quid, but it came with 2 Guitar Heroes guitars and
Nice.
A Les Paul and the Red Star one. I saw both of them the same day I listed them for $38.95 each, plus free shipping. So about 30 quid each. So, but the whole bundle cost me 20 quid, and there's tons of stuff there. Little old lady up in Stoke. So
Practically stole that.
Mate, there's a couple by me. I'm pretty sure they work for like a charity shop or work for like where JR gets his stuff from, like a charity shop distribution center, because they're constantly listing stuff. They're constantly like just marketplace. Oh yeah, this is stuff we buy. Their story was they buy the grandkids new stuff and take their old stuff back, is what they're telling me. But everything comes with pat tests on the plug, so I'm like, no, this is from somewhere different. But so far I bought like 3 Wii's off them, 2 Xbox 360s, and they was like, oh yeah, we've got a ton of PlayStation stuff, but I queried them once because they don't check anything. I was missing 2 games, like important games discs, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll dig them out for you, and then they just blocked me on Facebook, so I can't see their stuff anymore. So I'm like, cheers. I was like, I was not that fussed about the games, so like really I'd have kept buying off you rather than having my 2 games back. So
You lost contact there, mate.
I didn't think like it was just 2 games. I was like, oh, do you know where the discs are for these? As far as I knew, they were just like these little old lady and man, and like now they're bloody wheeler dealers, mate, mugging me off.
Been mugged off there,
mate. Yeah. Skylanders, I love Skylanders. They're selling so well at the moment.
Oh, I hate Skylanders.
See,
Yeah, no.
Skylanders, I took a punt on and did really well. Imagine X, I took a punt on and have lost completely. Hey, Imagine X. So
You win some, you lose some, hey?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, you're not always going to make money off everything you find, are you?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the game, I suppose. Like, some days you'll have really good days, some days you'll have really poor days. You just got to keep battling through, keep listing, keep being persistent, always stay positive vibes only, and you will be successful.
So how you find it full time? Is it matching sort of what you used to earn as working?
Yeah, I mean, you pay whatever you want to pay yourself. I only pay myself sort of whatever I need to pay myself, and then I'll just dip into it every now and then when I need to. But overall, yeah, I'd say it's probably matched, if not better. But that's because
you can do more work.
Because I can list more, yeah. So the more you list, the more you sell. I know it's cliche, and I've said it before in this stream, but it literally is. Like, the more time you spend on eBay, the more you're going to be able to list, which means the more you're going to sell, which means you have more chance of getting profit. So, yeah. when I was part-time, I was doing probably about, I don't know, let's say £7,000-8,000 in 90 days turnover. So about £8,000 turnover when I was part-time.
Oh, part-time in 90 days. So over 3 months. Okay.
Yeah. But now it's more than that.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, but like you, so my main concern is, I'll be honest, is like paying the household bills and everything like that, and keeping the mortgage over your head. So that's going to be my main concern.
We're getting our house remortgaged in 4 years, so I need to see where. Yeah, I need to sort of speak to Aaron, the accountant, to see where I sort of best sit with that, because apparently you've got to be. It's more the mortgage companies prefer you if you're a limited company. If you're reapplying for a mortgage,
I suppose if you're reapplying, yeah. So me and my uncle, we were trying to buy property, to like move into a property business, and we wanted to go limited because we like the protection of limited companies and the tax purposes that come with them. But like as far as getting a mortgage for a limited company, we were struggling. There was a lot less lenders. So maybe it's if you're a sole trader going into a limited company. I don't know. Aaron's an accountant. I'm sure I'll have a much better insight than me. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm going to speak to him in the next couple of months to see what he says.
Yeah.
That'll be my dad. You were buying from Kieran. I'll ask him to unblock you. Really?
Yes, I was like in Penkridge. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Please don't know I'm just getting JR's cast offs, the ones he doesn't want.
Yeah, the ones that he knows that there's no money in or broken.
Yeah. Oh, so many broken remotes. So many broken remotes. I've even bought tools. I'm going to start fixing them. But set of Prosy screwdrivers, like mini screwdrivers, and some alcohol. I'm just going to follow a couple of YouTube tutorials. I'm like, they already don't work. I'm not going to break them more.
No.
So,
I hear Tiger Woods has been in a serious car crash. Breaking news.
The news up.
Tiger Woods has been in a car crash.
Yeah.
He's only sort of got his life back on track, really, hasn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. When he won a big tournament recently, didn't he? Pre-COVID, I think.
2019, I think it was, or 2018, yeah. Because I got his rookie cards for when he came back. Because I've invested a lot of money in like sports cards as well.
It's not really my area of expertise, sports cards, but I do see you guys doing it quite a bit. So,
There's definitely some money in it, definitely. Like David Beckham is practically the Charizard of Pokemon.
So yeah, I saw you listening with JR. Like, yeah, it's mad. £100 or something like that. Raw.
Yeah, I sold them both.
You sold them both? God, no way.
Sold the last one this morning. Subscriber discount I gave him. He was he messaged me saying I watch your videos and subscribe and blah blah blah. So I gave him a bit of a discount.
Send them off to PSA.
Yeah, I've kept the better one that I'm going to send to PSA. I think a PSA 10 has just sold recently, actually. So if it has, I'll get my screen up. I'll show you. Oh, it's not sold yet, but it's this card. Yeah, it's on bid still. So what I'll do is we'll finish the stream on sharing this David Beckham card. Because why not? Yes. What's happening here? Boom. So yeah, this David Beckham card's got 1 day, 5 hours left. This is the exact card that I pulled. I pulled 3 of these cards. I sold 2 of them raw to subscribers, and I've kept one for myself. So nice. This is a Gen Mint 10 Subutio 96 squads David Beckham. It's currently sat at $820 with 44 bids, which is insane. I reckon that'll get over £1,000 English,
Easy.
I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. But if you want to get involved in sports cards, then you really, really can't go wrong with David Beckham, any David Beckham cards. And I'm pretty sure that is knowledge to most people now.
Yeah. I mean, what packs are these even in? I wouldn't even know what packs to start looking in.
This one, Subbuteo Squads 96. But finding one of them now is horse. It's like gold dust. Absolute gold dust. I had to get mine imported from Greece. I think a box cost me €60 all in, or €65 all in. And I pulled 3 David Beckhams. So I sold 2 of them rare for £200-ish. And then you get some Scholesies for about £30. So
£31.95 by any chance? I've just searched, and the first one to come up is yours.
We're going to finish the stream with James's raffle because we've got to support the waffle. So we will, if I can find it, bear with me a second. James collects. Thank you, Vinny, for sort of letting me know that I haven't plugged it, but I will plug it now if I can find it. If I can find the exact link, anyway. You can win this for £1. There we go.
I won the Dragon Ball Z game.
Right, so I'm going to share my screen again, and then if you would like to join with the raffle, then all you got to do is pop over to James's channel. Let me share the screen again. Screen 2. Click on James Collects channel, and it's this video here. Win this for £1, and there should be a link in the description of the raffle. Really good raffle. You can win some really nice prizes. You can win the Japanese. I've completely lost it. Here we go. You got the Japanese Dragon Ball Z game, the Japanese red controller, and then you got the Japanese N64 console. But yeah, it's definitely worth a punt. I mean, it's £1 a ticket. 50% goes to charity, goes to Alzheimer's charity, and the other 50% goes back to James, so he can then reinvest that 50% back into another raffle in the future. I think he's trying to do 4 a year. So yeah, definitely worth £1. We're doing like £5 a go, £5 every week or whatever. Me and the boys, just to, because it's £1. You could win. You could either resell it, you could use it. It's all like brand new sealed stuff. Not sealed. Sorry, it's not sealed. Sorry, it's not sealed. It's not sealed. It's in very, very good condition. So yeah, definitely worth a punt for £1. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Kieran, for joining.
Thanks for having me. It's been great. It's been good to chat.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see you all next Tuesday. I've got a video coming out on Thursday. Kieran said that he'll get a video out sometime very, very shortly. His link is
I'll do Thursday. I'll do it on Thursday.
Link is in the description below if you want to go and subscribe to Kieran, and we'll see you very, very shortly. Thank you all, guys. And stay active and stay wicked. Bye.